అలా పోయింది. ఇదే ఓకే. సో డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, సృజన, సాత్విక yesterday absent. Why Srujana? Both you were absent yesterday. Why? Hello. Hmm. So Varishta told me that network problem is there for Srujana. Okay. Anyhow, let us start today. Yesterday, digestive system completed, thoracic region completed, abdomen completed, and digestive system also completed. Today, blood vascular system of cockroach or circulatory system of cockroach. Anyway, you can call either blood vascular system or circulatory system of cockroach, because this is new page. That's why we should write down the animal name also, because this belongs to which animal we must know. That's why it is blood vascular system of cockroach. So in the cockroach, the blood vascular system is open type. Already we have discussed previously two types of circulatory systems. You remember, open type and closed type of circulatory systems are we have discussed already. Open type, in which the never blood flows through blood vessels. The blood flows through spaces bathing all the internal organs. All the internal organs are wetted with blood. So open type of blood vascular system is present, and blood flows through hemocoel. Blood flows through spaces. In the bracket we can write down that space is nothing but hemocoel. Hemocoel means a cavity filled with blood. Hemo means blood, seal means cavity. So true body cavity is absent in the adult cockroach. So blood flows through spaces, that is why it is called open type of circulatory system. So in cockroach, the heart is dorsal tubular. Dorsal tubular heart is present in the circulatory system, unlike the Athwam. Athwam, two blood vessels are connected by hearts, lateral hearts. Already I told you, that is dorsal blood vessel, ventral blood vessel there. Here directly the heart is located on dorsal side. So dorsal position, tubular shape, and heart, dorsal tubular heart, is a characteristic feature of the invertebrates. So that's why it is an invertebrate type of circulatory system. And in this, the heart is divided into 13 chambers. So the heart is 13 chambered heart. I will show in the diagram also. You can see that 13 chambered heart is present. So one heart opens into the other heart. One chamber opens into the previous chamber through the ostia. Previous chamber into the previous chamber through the openings called ostia. So remember this term ostia. Openings called ostia. OSTIA, ostia. Ostium singular, ostia plural. So these ostia are valvular. ostia are having sphincters. So these ostia are valvular. When the blood flows from one chamber into another chamber, the openings, valves are opened, otherwise valves close. So during flowing of blood from one heart chamber to another heart chamber, if you want you can see this diagram also, so that you can identify the number of chambers of the heart: prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax, and this is abdomen. Abdomen is 10 segmented already, I told you. 10 segmented abdomen is there, and in this the heart is located. This is the only blood vessel. This is first chamber, and then second chamber of the heart, third chamber of the heart, and this is fourth chamber, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and last chamber is 13th chamber. So 13 chambered heart is present. The narrow apex of one heart chamber opens into the broad posterior face of the other chamber. This is the narrow anterior face, opens into the broad posterior face of the previous chamber. So like that, these openings are called here on either side of these heart chambers. These are the muscles, most important muscles, help in the circulation of blood. So these muscles apices must be towards the body wall. 12 pairs of muscles are present. These muscles are called alary muscles. Mechanism of circulation of cockroach is controlled by these muscles, which are called alary muscles. So if you see the diagram, this is also given. Of course, in the matter, these muscles are not touched, but in the diagram it is given. So okay, so this is the first chamber, and these are the openings called ostia, and these muscles are called alary muscles. Alary muscles play a vital role in the contraction of heart and the pumping of blood. So mechanism of circulation is controlled by alary muscles, given in the academy book but not given in the NCERT book. NCERT book, in the diagram it is given, but in the matter it is not touched. So that is why the ostia are valvular. These are the openings, ostia, these are valvular. See here, these are the valvular. 13 chambered heart is present, and all the internal organs, all the viscera are, viscera means a mass of internal organs, is bathing with hemolymph. Is bathing with hemolymph. The blood of the cockroach is called hemolymph because RBC absent. So the blood is technically named as hemolymph. Lymph is colorless actually. Here cockroach blood also colorless blood, hemolymph. In the bracket you can write down colorless blood due to the absence of RBC and hemoglobin. When there are no RBC, automatically hemoglobin is also absent. So these two are absent, hence there is no scope for the red color of the blood. So that's why the blood of the cockroach is always colorless blood. Hence that colorless blood is described as, used to call with this name, which is called hemolymph. Hemolymph is the name of the blood of the all insects, not only cockroach. In all insects, in all arthropods, you can say this is used, this term is used. So this hemolymph contains what type of cells? Let us see. Hemolymph contains plasma and phagocytes. Plasma and phagocytes. Phagocytes means they kill the harmful bacteria and eat away the harmful bacteria. Phagocytes also called hemocytes because RBC absent, hence blood cells are technically named as hemocytes. Hemo means blood, cytes means cells. That's why they are called hemocytes. Their function is phagocytosis, means killing harmful pathogens and engulfed those harmful pathogens also by these blood cells. Hence these are phagocytes, but technically named as hemocytes. This is about the cockroach blood vascular system. And mechanism of blood circulation is controlled by mechanism of circulation in cockroach is controlled by alary muscles. That is not given, but we are giving as an additional point, because though in any matter regarding that particular system, if any point is not touched, if it is given in the diagram, this point already I told you in Ferritima postuma also. See the Ferritima postuma diagram of blood circulatory system of the earthworm. There are so many blood vessels, transverse blood vessels we have discussed. 4 pairs of lateral hearts, anterior loops, ring vessels, commissural vessels. All these are given in the diagram, but not in the matter. So earthworm circulatory system is only this much. So here to some extent it is better than that. So that's why mechanism of circulation is controlled by the alary muscles. Alary muscles on either side of the heart, they are present, alary muscles. And process of the route of circulation. Route of circulation, let us see. Route of circulation, you know, those spaces are called sinuses. So this is heart, and here ostia, and then sinuses, There are 3 sinuses. Hemocoel is divided into 3 compartments by 2 septa or 2 what are they? Diaphragm, dorsal diaphragm, ventral diaphragm. So the dorsal diaphragm divide the body cavity into 2 chambers, upper pericardial sinus and middle perivisceral sinus. And below the ventral diaphragm there is one sinus which is called perineural sinus. 3 sinuses are there. All these sinuses are, these are, what are they? I will give you these sinuses. Perivisceral sinuses, perivisceral and perineural sinuses. Perineural sinuses, through which the blood enters into, through ostia enters into the heart. And then, and only blood vessel present in the cockroach, anterior aorta, only blood vessel that is present. That can also be, we can note down in the diagram. You see here this blood vessel open into the heart. This is called anterior aorta. Anterior aorta open into the head sinus. So this opens into head sinus, then it enters into the head sinus. Head sinus, from head sinus again it reaches the perivisceral and perineural sinuses. From perivisceral and perineural sinus again it enters into the heart through ostia, and from heart enters into the head sinus through anterior. This is the circulation of blood, mechanism of circulation of blood in the cockroach. So with this, blood vascular system is completed. Then respiratory system of cockroach. respiratory system of cockroach. Let us take this. So in the cockroach, respiratory organs are trachea. What are the respiratory organs? If anybody asks you, respiratory organs of cockroach, excretory organs are Malpighian tubules. Respiratory organs are trachea. These are tubular structures. Tracheal tubes, you can also say tracheal tubes. These tracheal tubes subdivided into trachea, subdivided into tracheoles. The branches of trachea, you can also say the branches of trachea, subdivided into tracheoles. In the Academy Intermediate book, the diagram is given, very complicated diagram that is given in the Academy book. If you see that paragraph right side, you can see that. So subdivided into tracheoles. Trachea, actually the trachea formed from the respiratory openings called spiracles. Spiracles are the respiratory openings. Other name of spiracles, if you want, the stigmata. Spiracles also called stigmata. How many spiracles are there in the cockroach? 10 pairs of spiracles are present. 10 pairs of spiracles are there. Always this is important bit, these openings. These spiracles are also valvular. Spiracles also valvular, like ostia. All openings are valvular. Spiracles are again valvular. When the air enters, they open, valves open. When the CO2 comes out, the valves again open. Otherwise, it will be closed. They will be closed. So, number of spiracles, how many? 10 pairs of spiracles are present in the cockroach. And then, the exchange of gases takes place. This is important point. Generally, exchange of gases takes place in the blood by diffusion process. Here also diffusion is involved, but area is different. Exchange of gases takes place through exchange areas or tracheoles, through tracheoles. So the diagram I will draw here. So this is trachea and this is tracheolar cell, which is branched into, subdivided like this. They are subdivided into tracheoles. These are called tracheoles. These are tracheoles. So here there is a nucleus also, because this is a tracheolar cell and the rings are present. Only trachea have rings, but tracheoles do not have rings. This is trachea. These are tracheal rings. Just like our trachea, our windpipe is, see here rings are present. So in the same way, human anatomy, you will come to know about that. So that's why the trachea of cockroach resembles the trachea of humans. In what aspects? In the following respects. Like that the question will be given. You must write down this rings. Commonality, common character between trachea of man and cockroach. And this is tracheolar cell. Tracheolar cell. And these are tracheoles. Tracheoles directly innervate the cells. These are the tissues. These are all cells. All these are cells. So these are the tissues into which they innervate. So exchange of gases takes place between tracheoles and tissues. Between these two occur tracheoles O2 and tissues CO2. CO2 is exchanged with O2. This is O2 enters into tissues, and from tissues CO2 enters into again tracheoles, and then through trachea and then through spiracles to the exterior. Very simple 4 lines given in the NCERT book. But this diagram also not there. You take this diagram if you want, so that you can understand. These are the branches of the tracheas. That's why already we have told that trachea divided into branches, namely tracheoles. After bulging into tracheolar cell. First tracheolar cell is produced, then from which the branches are formed. These are the tracheoles. The exchange of gases takes place. I have shown here, see, clearly displayed the exchange of gases. O2 from tracheoles, O2 is diffused into tissues. From tissues, CO2 is diffused into tracheoles. This is. So this process is called diffusion of respiratory gases. So that's why exchange area of respiratory gases is tracheoles. That's why exchange of gases takes place through tracheoles. That line is given. And then the next one is excretory system of cockroach. Excretory system of cockroach. There are 5 excretory organs in cockroach. 5 types of excretory organs are there in cockroach. This is very important point. How many excretory organs are there? 5. 5 types of excretory organs are there. A. Malpighian tubules. These are the major excretory organs. Main excretory organs of cockroach are the Malpighian tubules, which are connected to the which part of the alimentary canal? Ileum. In front of the ileum, the slender yellow fiber-like structures arranged in a group of 100 to 150. Yesterday I told you in the digestive system. They are the Malpighian tubules. And second one is uricose gland. Uricose gland present only in males. So this is an excretory organ of male only, but not females. Exclusively male excretory organ. Malpighian tubules present in the both male and female cockroaches. But uricose gland exclusively present in the males, but not in the females. And see, nephrocytes. Nephrocytes present near the heart wall. So nephrocytes. Third type of excretory organs. And fourth type of excretory organs are fat bodies. Fat bodies technical name you know, corpora adiposa. This thing already I have given in the tissues. Adipose tissue we have discussed there. So corpora adiposa. Adipose tissue belongs to loose connective tissue. How many types of loose connective tissues are there? Areolar tissue, adipose tissue, reticular connective tissue. These 3 are the loose connective tissues. In the tissues I already told you about that. So Malpighian tubules, uricose gland, nephrocytes and fat bodies. And finally, these are only given in the NCERT, but we are additionally added here that cuticle also excretory organ. Some of the carbon dioxide, most of the carbon dioxide is deposited on the body wall. So when the cuticle is cast off, when the cuticle is shed off, along with the cuticle, it will also be shed off. So thus cuticle also acts as an excretory organ. So these 4 are accessory excretory organs of cockroach. Accessory excretory organs of cockroach. Yes, not main. Accessory excretory organs of cockroach. But only Malpighian tubules are the chief excretory organs of cockroach. So that's why in the bracket you can write down the chief excretory organs of cockroach are Malpighian tubules. Like that you can write down. Okay. So out of these 5, of course, in the NCERT cuticle is not mentioned. Remaining 4 are there. So I am comparing why some are there who are aspirants of MSET also, very much interested in BVSC, Bachelor of Veterinary Science, veterinary doctors. So that's why we are touching both academy as well as this NEET, especially cockroach related in the even MSET also for IP as far as academy is concerned, but NEET it is there. So this much information is enough. The inner wall of Malpighian tubules, second point, inner wall of Malpighian tubules made up of single layered epithelial tissues. Made up of simple epithelium means the epithelial tissue in which the cells are arranged in single layer. compound epithelium in which many layers are there. So here inner wall of Malpighian tubules made up of simple cuboidal glandular epithelium. Cuboidal glandular epithelium. So this is, so they have the microvilli. These cells, these epithelial cells have microvilli. When the microvilli are present anywhere, not only here, even columnar epithelial cells also have microvilli. When the microvilli are present anywhere, then this is called brush border. So brush border is also present in our proximal convoluted tubule of our nephron, also has the same. So in this aspect, these are application type questions, you know. Previously one question I asked, what is that? The trachea of cockroach resembles trachea of man in what aspects? That is application type question. This is also application type question. Inner wall of the Malpighian tubules made up of simple cuboidal glandular epithelial cells with microvilli closely resemble with which structures of the man? PCT of nephron, DCT of nephron, Henle's loop of nephron, and collecting tubule of nephron. Like that the options will be given. PCT you must write down. PCT only has this microvilli. Here also microvilli. For example, you take this. This is elementary canal ileum, and this is Malpighian tubules. These are the cuboidal epithelial cells. Inner wall is made up of cuboidal epithelial cells, like this. So these cuboidal epithelial cells, see how they are arranged with microvilli, brush border. This brush border is present. These are microvilli. What I am drawing now, they are microvilli. See how they are. So help in the removal of nitrogenous waste from the lumen of the Malpighian tubules into the, this is a lumen of the ileum, the first part of the hindgut. First part of the hindgut, lumen of the ileum opens. The outer wall is same. Outer wall is like this, but inner wall only is made up of this simple cuboidal glandular epithelial cells. Opens into ileum, first part of the hindgut. Elementary canal, yesterday we have divided into three: foregut or stomodium, midgut or mesenteron, hindgut or proctodium. Okay. So this is about the structure of the Malpighian tubule. So here the nitrogenous wastes are, this is hemolymph, you know. From hemolymph, Malpighian tubules collect the nitrogenous waste. These nitrogenous waste, nitrogenous waste converted into what? Uric acid. Converted into uric acid. Now uric acid is liberated into the ileum. Along with feces, this uric acid comes out, eliminated. So that's why cockroach is described as uric acid is the waste product of cockroach is uric acid. Hence, it is described as uricotelic animal. This phenomenon is called uricotelism. This is the best terrestrial adaptation for the cockroach. Uricotelism is a best terrestrial adaptation because conservation of more water. Uricotelism is a best terrestrial adaptation. Understanding type question. Why the cockroach liberates uric acid as a nitrogenous waste? That is the question. Understanding type. Why it should liberate? Because the cockroach never drinks water. So from the body, if any water molecules are there, if it is sent out, then it is put in dehydration. So that's why the uricotelism, uric acid requires less water or no water for its elimination. Hence conserve the water in the body also. So best water conservative mechanism is uricotelism. Best water conservative mechanism. So this is about the excretory system of cockroach. Now let us go to the nervous system of cockroach. NS of cockroach. అమ్మా చెప్పండి. ఇవాళ రావద్దంటారా మరి? ఎక్కడమ్మా? మెయిన్ ఏ కాలేజ్ అమ్మా? అవునవును, అక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలా? లేకపోతే ఈ సేవలోనైనా చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. ఈ సేవ మీ సేవ. అలాగే అమ్మా, అలాగే అలాగే, సరే. అలాగే అమ్మా, అలాగే అలాగే, ఓకే అమ్మా. Okay, nervous system of cockroach. In the cockroach, nervous system is divided first time into, it is divided into three: CNS, of course not given details, CNS, PNS and ANS. ANS means autonomous nervous system, CNS means central nervous system, PNS means peripheral nervous system, ANS means autonomous nerve. CNS again divided into two. What are they? Brain and double ventral nerve cord. Double ventral nerve cord with ganglia. Ganglia also there. Double ventral nerve cord with ganglia. I will draw that diagram also, you can see. PNS means nerves coming from brain and nerve cord. Nerves of brain and nerve cord. So both come under the PNS. And ANS, sympathetic nervous system only present. In the ANS actually CNS, PSNS are there, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. But in the cockroach first time developed ANS in all the animals, out of all the animals in the animal kingdom, first time ANS is developed in the cockroach. Of course not given in the NCERT book. So that's why you need not worry about these two, PNS and ANS. Now let us take the diagram of the nervous system so that you can understand clearly. First of all, you should form the border of the body: prothorax, mesothorax, metathorax, and this is abdomen. Bilobed, 10th bilobed segment. So this is first segment, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You give the number also because this is required. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is the 10th segment, last one. So this side also same opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in this the brain is located. This is the bilobed brain. Two ball-like structures are present in the head region. This is actually brain. You all know these are the antenna. Not fully shown. I have cut that antenna. And from this subesophageal ganglion. Of course, not there. You did not take it. Subesophageal ganglion. It is given in the academy book. NCERT book it is not there. But need not worry also. And these two are connected by these connectives. These are called periesophageal connectives. And from this double ventral nerve cord arises up to 7th segment. Up to 7th segment. This is located like this. In the thoracic region, three nerve ganglia are present. First thoracic ganglion, second thoracic ganglion, third thoracic ganglion. But in the abdomen region, first four segments have ganglia. First four segments have ganglia. Fifth segment no ganglion. Again sixth segment and seventh segment. Seventh segment ganglion is the largest ganglion. So totally how many ganglia are there? Brain, DVNC means double ventral nerve cord. With ganglia how many? 9. 9 ganglia. Out of these 9 ganglia, 3 thoracic ganglia and 6 abdominal ganglia. Thoracic ganglia are 3, abdominal ganglia are 6. See, you count them. First 4 segments, abdominal segments have first 4 ganglia. That's why I have demarcated these segments border. And this is 5th ganglion present in the 6th segment, 6th ganglion present in the 7th segment. Okay, from this number of nerves arise all over the ganglion, like this the nerves arise. These are all these nerves combinedly constitute peripheral nerves, peripheral nervous system. So from this ganglion, first one pair goes to the first segment. First abdominal ganglion gives rise to nerves to second segment. Second abdominal ganglion gives nerves to third segment. Third abdominal ganglion gives nerves to fourth segment. Fourth abdominal ganglion gives nerves to fifth segment. Because fifth segment has no ganglion, fifth gives rise to nerves to the sixth segment. And sixth abdominal ganglion is the largest ganglion. 3 pairs of nerves arise like this. 3 pairs of nerves arise. Here you know anal cerci, anal styles are present. They are for that purpose. So these are thoracic ganglia. These 3 are thoracic ganglia. And these are all abdominal ganglia. All these are abdominal ganglia. And this is double ventral nerve cord. Double ventral nerve cord. And these are anal cerci. Anal cerci. Okay. So this is the nervous system. This is only given there. That much only given in the NCERT book, also very limited. In the diagram I have shown those things. That is NS. And sense organs, tomorrow we can discuss. Already it is going to be 10:10. So that's why you can stop the class. చూసావు ఎలా దొక్కు పెడుతుందో, రాస్తుంటే చెరిగిపోవడం, రాయకపోవడం. అనకు మరి, రోజు ఫేస్ చేస్తున్నాను. అదేంటిది మొత్తం వెళ్ళిపోయింది, అది వీడియో. అప్లోడ్ చేయడం అవదు, పోయింది. నోట్కి వెళ్దామన్నా ఎండ్ చేసామే క్లాసు, ఎండ్ చేసాము. నోట్కి వెళ్దాం. వచ్చింది అమ్మా. అయ్యో పోతుందేంటి, ఏం చేయాలా? గో టు ట్రాకర్ అంటున్నాడు, ఏదో ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్ ఇస్తున్నాడు. వాళ్ళది అది. మరి దేనికి వెళ్ళాలి మనం నోట్ అప్లోడ్ చేయాలంటే? ఇదే ఇదే అవును ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది కానీ నోట్ ఏది నోట్ లేదు కదా ఒక్క నిమిషం అది అది కొడతాం